How you doing, guys? This is Ryko with my third installment of my All-Star commentary series. I promised that my third episode would be about Nariko, more specifically what role she plays in the greater scheme of the game. Before I get into it, we should examine Nariko for her individual strengths and weaknesses. On paper, Nariko has all the aspects of a strong character minus one thing, the kill potential. She's fast, she's mobile. While her cancelable normals leave a little to be desired, they at least have good recovery time and strong mix-up potential. With the right setup, she has strong combos that build meter quickly, she has viable ranged attack, and she has a useful command grapple that when used in the air can set up people for kills. In fact, a number of her moves actually do set up kills really well for everyone but herself. Nariko amounts to a safe character that has all the tools to build level 3, which is good because she needs it. Her aerial up square makes her a hard target to grab, so a close range character may have trouble squaring up with her. Moreover, the aerial up square sets up a number of variable combos depending on the situation, making her a very strong close and mid-range character. Early on, I was a firm believer that Nariko is one of the most limited characters in the game due to the fact that she lacks strong kill setups inherent to all of the strong 1v1 characters. She has situational, specific ranged kill setups, but the rest of her game seems to be aiming for that level 3. And I'm not a believer that a character having an amazing level 3 means that the other two supers should be relatively worthless. The cost of getting to level 3 is that you have to build what amounts to about 5 level 1's worth of AP without getting grabbed, hit with an item, or dropped into a pit. More importantly, you're giving up the element of this could happen at any time, essentially tilting your hand by the sheer nature of your character choice. Nathan Drake has what I would consider one of the strongest level 3s in the game, but that doesn't stop him from having an incredibly strong level 1 and 2. Now, the typical response to my claim was that I wasn't looking at it in the right context. I'm willing to admit that at first, I made the mistake of judging everything on a 1 versus 1 stock limit basis. Opening my scope a bit, I could see why this would be of little to no concern to Superbot. Completely ignoring the 1v1 aspect for a second, stock quick match is rife with rage quitters. Typically, what you get are two people working as individuals. It's not a team with 5 or 6 collective lives as it would be in Kill Limit, but rather just two single people whose priority is not to work as a team. If your teammate is prone to rage quit because he or she died, then his or her mindset is already not accustomed to the greater partnership that goes on in 2-on-2. Obviously, this is a blanket statement, and with such a statement comes exceptions. I'm not implying that everyone who prefers stock is a bad 2v2 player. What I am saying is that time and kill limit make winning or losing a collective team experience rather than seeing lost connection with hosts when only half of the kills were accomplished in stock.
Ready? Fight!
Moving back to one-on-one, almost everything Superbot's done with this game implies that one-on-one is not their concern for the game. It's the only mode the game does not make available to play against random people. All of the pre-release tournaments were free-for-all, and this is ignoring the fact that the one-on-one in this game is very limited unless you're one of a few select characters, and that the nerfs that do come out almost always gut a character's one-on-one viability, with the exception of Kratos and to a lesser extent Sackboy. Obviously, I don't think a designer's priority is to ignore a game mode, but the precedent should at the very least confirm that if one-on-one is being looked into at all, that we as players should probably not be putting as much stock into it at the moment. Tournaments for this game are few and far between, with a number of them failing to pull in enough people for a viable 8-man bracket. The current most successful tournament scene is over at Wednesday Night Fights, and as far as they're concerned, Nariko is a dominant force. A post by Maj on the Sonic Hurricane site says that regarding Nariko, he wishes that somebody had gone to SCR and dethroned her, because there's no way whatsoever that Superbot can justify buffing a character who's anchored the top 2 teams at SCR and has been the winning team at Wednesday Night Fights consistently for a solid month. In at least one of the competitive modes, and due to tournament standings, Nariko is actually Superbot's current benchmark for 2v2. And the logic that they can't buff someone who's already winning all the time, while maybe limited in view, has a strong foundation. For now, they're better off helping characters who are underperforming all around, like Dante. No, I know what you're doing, stop. Take your hands off the keyboard. You're sitting there saying this guy isn't giving Dante enough credit, and you know what? You're right, I'm not. There are a number of Dantes out there that are making use of a character that wholly lacks the tools to compete in any of the 3 game modes. He's far too vulnerable to be viable in one-on-one, and his combos are too long-winded to be of great use in free-for-all or 2v2 unless you have a partner that can act as a brick wall against one of your opponents. Which is why, despite the fact that I'm practicing Nathan Drake for 2v2, I'm playing Evil Cole in these videos to act as a bodyguard for Dante so that he has enough time to finish what he needs to do. I don't care if one of the 3 exceptional Dantes out there handed your ass to you because you managed to forget that holding L1 shuts the character down completely. He's one of the least successful characters all around for a reason, and any insistence otherwise will only serve to hinder the update he so sorely needs. I am not saying that you cannot be great with Dante. What I am saying is that no amount of skill changes the fact that swinging into someone's shield at any point is a death sentence for him. So any character with the same skill level as an exceptional Dante is essentially walking around with the ubiquitous I win block button. In the context of 2v2, it's kind of what I said earlier about tilting your hand. Playing Dante in a 2v2 announces to your opponent exactly what roles you're going to be in that scenario. Depending on who you pick to back Dante up, you can cover a decent portion of the character's flaws, but it also sends a huge message to your opponent's team that someone is essentially playing babysitter. Smart players will be able to utilize that assumption to their benefit, but you're still just better off playing a character with more options anyway. If you're still insistent to play Dante in 2v2, make sure your partner is someone with good normals, low recovery time, and strong mobility. But that's enough for the general talk. Let's get to commentating some matches. We're on match 3. The Nariko and Fat Princess team won the first game pretty solidly. Second game they were about to win it, but for some reason Nariko's level 3 circle move did not catch Dante for the last kill, and we managed to pull it back with a nice double kill level 1 from Dante and another couple of choice decisions. So in Game 3, I think pretty much everyone's game plan is still the same. These are 4 characters with very decisive ways to kill, and the Nariko and Fat Princess are doing a good job of picking up on each other's setups and catching people when they're cornered and blocking. Bombrider's Dante has been doing a good job fighting Oatmealqt's Fat Princess, but I think a lot of that has to do with familiarity on Bombrider's part. Oatmealqt keeps rolling and getting caught with the karma, and then after that happens, he's pretty much open for whatever Dante wants to do to her. I'm doing a good job of isolating Nariko, and then when Oatmealqt comes by to try to save her, I roll back and catch him with the level 1. Bombrider picks up on what I'm doing and continues to pressure Nariko, picking up the level 1 kill himself. That is the second kill, however, that Oatmealqt has accomplished on somebody who's just standing there blocking. I think we're both afraid of the normals and the villagers, so we get caught holding L1. Unfortunately, Dante's Arbiter does not catch Nariko as she starts an aerial string on me, and she manages to pick up Dante afterwards and continue what she was doing. But an errant grenade stops that, and then a blind stop into super catches Nariko. Sorry for the lag spike there. Nariko tries to pressure me into the corner. I respond with the level 1, but she actually catches me out of it this time. So now she's almost at level 3. And the Fat Princess catches Dante swinging with the warrior lunge, and that's goodbye. Nariko content with trying to land discs until she gets level 3, but a Giga Punch stops both women in their tracks as Dante picks up the level 1 on one of them. Nariko utilizing the up triangle in the air to get away. Catches just enough AP to get her level 3, and now it's time for us to run away. So the level 3 strategy is a gamble. Just because your opponents happen to know what you're going to do doesn't mean that they have the tools to stop it, or can do anything to stop it when it's nearly accomplished or in motion. So let's see what we can do for Game 4. Nariko catches me with the setup, manages to hit me with the down triangle, and Oatmealqt is waiting to follow up with the AP burst. Great use of the disc into step neutral circle, manages to set up Bombrider for Oatmealqt's level 1. A last second jump keeps me from getting caught by the warrior lunge. A tether does not stop the armor that is apparently on Nariko's neutral circle. And now it's a ranged game and we lose that exchange almost entirely. Blue was smart to try to catch me with the down triangle. Unfortunately, I saw it coming, so I rolled behind him and threw the level 1. So a good counter from Dante, but unfortunately he gets hit with the warrior lunge. Luckily, I know Nariko is not going to go for the level 1 kill, and Fat Princess does not have enough AP, so Fat Princess just gets the burst, and then I hit her with a Nightmare Blast. So there we go again, warrior lunge gets thrown at Dante. Dante's answer to the warrior lunge is block, but Oatmeal knows that that's going to be the case, so he throws the level 1 anyway, and that's why in most instances, jumps are better. Dante manages to land a hit on Fat Princess, the combo is dropped from Nariko, and Dante converts it into the empty cancel kill. So now we're primed for another kill with Bombrider reading Blue's role. I know that Oatmeal's going to do his best to try to disrupt Dante from making that happen. To grind in the cash, Oatmeal unexpected with my level 1, and we managed to pick up the double kill. So there you have it. In the span of 10 seconds, we went from being behind to being ahead by 2. Nariko's still just past level 2, so we have a little bit of time before we have to worry about the goddess. Nariko manages to pick up some nice AP off of the convert from her up triangle. I aim to try to disrupt her combo, but unfortunately I misspaced it. So now I'm at level 1, but even a human bullet at this time, unless I'm really lucky, is going to manage to cement the win for us. So we need to keep building meter. Lack of blocking from Bombrider and a poorly aimed Nightmare Blast from me sets us both up to get hit by Fat Princess's level 1. And just like that, we're even again. So Nariko is closing in on a level 3, but I go barreling in with Giga Punch after the up square, managed to pick up the kill. Unfortunately, Bombrider drops the combo. Bombrider manages to catch Fat Princess with the Rebellion swipes, and if he doesn't drop the combo, he's going to convert into a level 1 kill, and that should win it for us. And there we go. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, requests, or comments, please leave them below. My name is Ryko, and I'll see you next time.